Hello guys, how you doing? Brother Mason here, and thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for the love and support over this channel. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a new topic, and the topic I want to talk about is this: only a fool, only an ignorant fool can be racist. Let me repeat again: only an ignorant fool can be a racist, and I'm going to try to explain. You see, if you're going to be a racist, and what is a racist? Is somebody who take a dislike on other persons simply because of the way they look, whether it's because of their traits, their sexuality, or their pigmentation of their skin, or their ethnicity. That's what a racist is. Now, for me, if you're going to be one of them people, obviously you've lost a touch of reality, and obviously you're so ignorant and you're devoid of knowledge of the true being or the true self, right? Because I'm going to try to explain to you, and I'm going to try to put some knowledge inside you. Hopefully by the end of this video you will have come to the other side and stop being ignorant. A racist does not understand that your body, this body that I have, or the body that you have, is not you. The body that I have, and the body that you have, and the body that everybody else have is just a physical body. Flesh and bones is not your identity. This is a body that you need to experience life in this dimension, or in this physical plane of existence. In reality, there are three levels or planes of existence. There is the spiritual plane, there is the mental plane, and there is the physical plane. And right now, you and me and every single person who's watching this video, we are experiencing life in this physical plane of existence, or you might call it the third dimension or the physical dimension. But the true you is the spirit or the divine consciousness that is animating this body. Yes, in this physical reality, there are some rules to the game. There are some rules to this simulation game that we are living in. And obviously, sometimes it's your choice to conform to the rules and regulations of this physical dimension. But if you know yourself, if you know your true identity, you do not need to conform to any rules or any regulations, because you create your own game. You create your own rules and regulations. Because the nature of yourself is a co-creator. That's what you are. You are not here to just suffer or to just live according to other people's opinions, according to other people's acts. You are here to create. You are a co-creator. And you know what? You can create anything out of nothing, because you are the divine being. I know that a lot of religious people might not like what I'm going to say, but it is true. You are God in flesh, the divine being which you are. And only a racist, only an ignorant racist can dislike somebody simply because of their gender. Because in the spiritual realm, the real you, there is no gender, there is no male or female. Male or female only exists in this physical reality. But in true self, in the true essence, there is no male or female. There is no black or white. There is no red or yellow. There is nothing, no color. The pigmentation of our skins is simply according to this physical reality. But your physical reality is not your true self. The true self is more than that. The true self is the infinite conscious energy. That's what you are. And most of people, especially the racist people, you might not like me because I come from a different geographical location from you. You might not like me because of my ethnicity. You might not like me because of the way I talk. You might not like me of the way I walk and behave. You might not like me because of my culture. But all these things are all artificial indoctrination. They're not real. The real you is the divine being, the divine essence. We are all connected. As a matter of fact, this is another thing that most ignorant people might not be aware of. We are all interconnected. You are me, I am you. What do we mean by that? You are me, I am you. We mean, and I mean, that you are infinite conscious energy which has individually subdivided into itself, so that it can manifest and experience this reality through you and through me. But this infinite consciousness is just one that is just subdivided itself into so many millions and billions of species, and that became you and that became me. But that's not your real self. You are just a projection of this infinite conscious energy. Do you understand that? I know this is deep. I know this is probably something that you probably have never been alluded to. But only an ignorant person can be a racist. Because in true reality, there is no race. There is only one race, which is conscious, the conscious race. Because there's only one consciousness. So for me, this is a pervasion of knowledge. This is a pervasion of articulation. If you're gonna do not like me, if you're not gonna like me because of the way I look or the way I talk or the way I present myself, this is the worst form of ignorance, because you do not understand your true reality. The worst thing that can ever happen to somebody is to live your life without knowing what's your reality. Imagine if I go to a fish into a sea and I try to explain to a fish that, listen, you are living in water. And the fish is going to be like, what water are you talking about? And I'm like, no, you are not the water. You are fish. You are just living in water. You've got a choice. You can actually come out of this water and go and live life on land. And the fish is going to be like, what are you talking about? This is me. This water is part of me. See, that is ignorance to the fullest. So, ladies and gentlemen, only an ignorant person can be racist. Because if you understand the nature of reality, there is no way, even if you wanted to, there is no way you could be a racist, because you understand that every single person, we are all connected. I am you, you are me. You are just an expression of consciousness through you, through your body, through your experiences. Because everything is just a dream. This is just a Maya. But if you think you are the dreamed part, you are the dreamer. You are not the one that is dreamed. You are not the one that's being dreamt. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine when you go to sleep at night. Every person always do dream when they go sleep at night. Now, you know that you are dreaming. And the characters and the actions and everything else, the movie that's being played in your dream, that is just a dream. Now, can you imagine if the characters and the things that you are dreaming think they are real? That's exactly the same thing, ladies and gentlemen, with this physical reality. You might think you're real. You might think you are this body. Everything else is just an illusion. That's all it is. It's simply because we have all agreed to sign a contract and abide and to bind to the rules of this physical dimension. But if you know that you are just a dreamer, that's what you are. Consciousness is just a dreamer, dreaming, manifesting this reality. That's you. That's me. So there is no way, ladies and gentlemen, you should be a racist. There's no way you can be a racist. Only an ignorant fool, only somebody who does not know themselves. Because the worst thing is to not understand and to not know who you are. You are who you are. And who are you? You are not your identity. You are not your geographical location. You are not your body. You are not your birth certificate. You are not your country of origin. You are not even your culture. You are divine consciousness that was, that is, and that will always be. So once you understand that there is no way you should be and can be and will be a racist, I want you to understand that, ladies and gentlemen. So Boy Mason, and thank you so much for joining me. And like I always say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And like I always say, keep on smiling and stay blessed. All right, Boy Mason.